For number 1 in your notes, you were given point P, which is -1, 4, and Q, which is 2, -3. And these are endpoints of a segment. So P is one end, Q is the other. And we want to find what the midpoint is, which is exactly in the middle of that segment. Okay? In order to do that, we can use our handy-dandy formula, the midpoint formula. The midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 all divided by 2 plus y1 and 2 together all divided by 2. So I find it helpful if I label. This is my first x, so it's my x1. This is my first y, so it's my y1. x2, y2. I'm going to take all that information and plug it right in. x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. And that's supposed to be a 3. Oh boy. Let's erase that. When you plug that in your calculator, -4 plus 2 is -2 divided by 2 is -1. 1 plus -3 is -2 divided by 2 is also -1. Well, there's the midpoint. Okay. So we need to determine if it is in quadrant 3. Well, I say just make a little sketch, okay, and estimate where it is. It's just a rough sketch. Here is -1, -1, it's right there. And if you know your quadrants, that's 1, this is 2, and look, here's 3, and here's quadrant 4. Starts in this first quadrant and goes counterclockwise. As you can see, it falls into quadrant 3. So there you go. There's your final answer on that one. If we look at number 2 in your notes, number 2, okay, you were given the midpoint. So the midpoint is -2, 2, and one other endpoint, which is z, which is 2, 8. Okay, and we need to find the other endpoint, x. Okay, we don't know what that is, but we need to find that. Okay, in order to do so, make a rough sketch. So make your own kind of coordinate plane. And plot these points. We're going to plot y. We're going to use kind of maroon. -2, 2. There we go. Here's y. Okay. Then we're going to plot z, the endpoint, at 2, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. At 2, 8. Again, it's a rough sketch. Doesn't need to be perfect. And we're going to connect those 2 points. Okay. Y against the midpoint. We need to find the endpoint. Okay. To do that, all you have to do is count down and over. Okay. We went down 6, and we went over to the left 4. Okay, well, starting at the end point, you just count down 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll end up right there. And then count over 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here would be x, your other endpoint. Okay, so at that point, x would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -6. 1, 2, 3, -4. So there's your final answer. -6, -4. And there you go.